I'm Sarah. I'm a wife, a mom, a follower of Jesus, and I'm a teacher. Teaching isn't my whole life, it's just a thing I do. So, welcome to this teacher thing. So, it's been quite a while since I made a video, actually about a year, and I think the reason for that is just when I started making the videos last year, it was because I took on a new job and I thought it would be fun to kind of document that and how that was going. But the job really wasn't going well for me. It wasn't a good fit. I didn't have a lot of positive things to say, and I felt like all my videos were just becoming me complaining and me showing frustration. And that's not the message that I want to be sending, especially about the teaching profession. There's a lot of great things about being a teacher, and I didn't want to be a voice of negativity about this career choice. So I stopped making the videos. I also didn't have a lot of time, and making YouTube videos is something super new to me, still is, and I didn't really have the time to start learning more about how to edit and make better videos. A lot of my videos were really crummy quality, and I'm hoping to get some better equipment and better software and do a better job. So I'm going to try this again. And I would really like to be positive and to share like real life of being a teacher when you're also a mom and a wife and you're busy with other community activities. Like I'm really into my church activities, and I want to have time for myself, like to eat healthy and to read my Bible and to spend time in prayer and to have time to exercise and do things that rejuvenate me. And that's not the place I was in last year. I'm in a much better place now, and I'm working toward even more goals in my personal life. So I think this is a good time to pick up making videos again. Anyway, there's been a lot of changes, so I thought I'd give you a life update. Of course, one of the changes I already mentioned is that I am in a new teaching position. So last year I worked at a charter school where for the first half of the year I was a floating teacher in 3rd grade, and I pulled small groups and I worked with kids who were kind of on that cusp of struggling and needing some intervention. So I was an interventionist basically. And then around Christmas, the 5th grade math teacher left and they asked me to take over her job. So this is where I was when I was making the YouTube videos last year, is I had just taken over this new position teaching 5th grade math, which I had taught middle school math before, so I wasn't intimidated by teaching 5th grade math or anything. But I jumped into that. I really was excited in the beginning and I had hopes for great things. But it just didn't go that well for me for a combination of reasons that I don't really want to get into, but it wasn't a good fit. And that is one of the awesome things about teaching, is that you don't have to stay in a job that isn't right for you. Every year a new school year starts, and every year there are job openings, and you can apply for a different grade level, a different subject, a different school, a different district. So that's what I did. Toward the end of last year, I started looking for a new job, and about halfway through the summer, I ended up getting hired for the position I have now. So I am now no longer teaching at a charter school. I am again teaching for a public school district, and I am teaching preschool, which I have taught before, but this time I am teaching preschool to children with special needs, which I have not done before. I have been a special ed teacher before at the middle school level, but I have not done it at the preschool level. Yes, I've taught everything from preschool to 8th grade. So yeah, so now I'm doing that. I have a very small class of students with very intense needs. All of my kiddos are identified as being on the autism spectrum. So it's really new for me, but it's exciting to be learning something new, and it's good to feel excited to learn new things again and to want to learn. I was at a place last year where I really was burned. I did not care. I just wanted to get through the day. Whereas this year, I find it really interesting. I did minor in special education, and so I've always found everyone's uniqueness and abilities and strengths and needs to be exciting and interesting. And so I'm back in that place of learning new things, and I have a great team of teachers, assistants that I work with, and wonderful families, and the kids are just awesome, and we celebrate every small victory every day. And some days are really hard, and I've still had some days with tears, but then something amazing happens and you just celebrate, and it's awesome. So it's really reinvigorated my love of teaching. And if you're watching this and you're feeling burned out, that's one thing I can say to you is maybe you're just in the wrong grade level or subject or school or district, and don't give up completely on your teaching career. Maybe just look for trying something new, or look to add a certification to get some more schooling or some more training, add a certification so you can try something new. All right, I digress. So, new teaching job, that's a big change. Second big change is that this summer we actually bought a home, and we haven't owned a home in many years because we have just been moving all over. We have lived in Texas, Arizona, Colorado, and now North Carolina, and we are ready to put in our roots and stay here. We really love it. So we bought a home. It's a 3-story townhome, so it's like very narrow but tall, and it's really fun. We haven't had that feeling of it being our own in so many years. My husband and I have been married 14 years, and we owned a home when we first got married. We bought a house, and we haven't owned a home since. So this is really exciting. We've been spending some of our holiday time painting and buying some new decorating type items, and that's a feeling we haven't had before, being excited about making it a home. So that's really cool. But since we moved from one suburb of the area we live in to another suburb where our home is now, that also placed our children in different school zones. So my poor babies who moved from North Carolina last year or 2 years ago, they had to move in the middle of the year. Then the next year they started new schools again, and then this year we moved again and they had to start new schools again. So my 8-year-old, actually he's 9 now, I forgot he had a birthday. He is in 3rd grade, and he is actually able to go to the school I teach at, which is not his zoned school, but I was able to petition for that. So he goes with me to the same school so we can ride together. That makes it simpler. And then my 7th grader had to start a new school, and he rides the bus, but he loves it. He's doing awesome. He's made friends, and I'm just so proud of both of them for all that they've been through with having to move quite a few times and keep changing and making new friends, and they're just both doing awesome, and I'm so proud of them. So yeah, new schools, new job, new house, lots of new stuff. We've had some new stuff with church. We actually also switched churches. So we go to one church that meets at several different campuses. So it's kind of a big organization, but held at several different campuses. And we were going to one church building that was close to where we had lived before, but now we live in a different suburb of the same area, and we're going to a different campus of that same church. So we've been trying to meet people at this new area, and we're still going to the same small group, so some of those people are the same. But I was also able to audition for the church worship team. So now it's awesome that I get to serve my church by leading them in praise and worship on Sundays, and I get to do that around once a month. It's a big team, so I don't sing every Sunday, but that's really awesome. And then most other Sundays, I started working in the children's ministry as well. I work with the Grace class, which is our class for our kiddos with special needs that are coming with their parents to church. So that's really awesome to have that. I've never been at a church that provided that before. And so when I found out they had a class like that, I said, I want to be part of that. That is so exciting. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been super special to be sharing the love of Jesus with all types of kiddos. So yeah, that's a lot of the changes that I've had since I've been on. I also cut my hair. My hair is shorter. That's a change. So I am really excited to pick up doing YouTube again, and I really want to learn more about how to do this better and put out content that is positive, and that is, real life for working moms. And as I've said before, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a follower of Jesus, and I'm a teacher, but that's not my life. My life is not being a teacher. Teacher is just one of the things I do. And so that's why I wanted to name my channel This Teacher Thing. It's just this teacher thing, this thing that I do. It's part of me. It's not my whole life. So we're all striving for that, work-life balance. And I hope to bring some of that to this channel. And I hope that you'll join in with me for the fun. See you around.